if you thought the left could not get any more insane, you would be wrong. Liberal lunatics are now claiming that the third assassination attempt on President Trump was staged. Former MS Now host Joy Reid and TDS queen Rosie O'Donnell are both pushing the dangerous and baseless conspiracy theory that's become popular on the left, that the shooting was a false flag operation set up by Trump himself.
Donald Trump now again gets victimized by an alleged would-be assassin in front of the perfect witnesses, the press. It doesn't make sense. The manifesto sounds like it was written by the FBI. I mean, it could have been written by him. We just don't know.
There are 16 seasons of MasterChef. And it's so good when you don't want to watch the news about fake assassination attempts or what they're calling an assassination attempt.
The recent shooting also putting a spotlight on how assassination culture is growing, and especially among young Americans. Get this, 30% of 18 to 29-year-old Americans say that political violence is sometimes okay. Dana, it's concerning because Joy Reid and Rosie O'Donnell, they had mainstream jobs at big networks, and they're peddling this?
So, we are people who are steeped in the news, right? We are voracious news consumers. We read all the things that we can get our hands on. But I'm not in the muck of the internet. I don't have time to be. I don't want to be. I hear things that are so outrageous and outlandish and crazy. And I've always been, I guess, a good BS detector for conspiracies. Like, that's insane. That's stupid. That's crazy. What I have been shocked at in the last, I would say, 10 years, but increasingly so in the last 5, the conspiracy theories that are locked in. And if you read the manifesto of this guy, yeah, he believes some really crazy things that are not true. And then we were just talking about elected leaders and their rhetoric, but I don't know. It's like when you have somebody that is just in the media that has a platform in a way that they can just like slide into your DMs or whatever is happening online over at Blue Sky, and they're all talking to each other like this. And then do you ever go to an event, or even it could be a dinner, and someone says, oh, are Tyrus and Dana dating?
Yeah.
Right, because they see these things online. We've all had these things happening to us. Like, my husband right now has a terminal illness. We are getting divorced. We're also adopting a baby. I have a baby. Like all these things that are fake. And we are getting asked about it by people who are really smart and really intelligent. So then you get somebody who might be a little vulnerable, right? Somebody who wants to try to make a point. And that worm gets inside their head. And now it can't stop. And then you get to the point where this guy, the guy who is now accused of trying to assassinate the president, he is in his commentary beforehand justifying his actions because somebody has to do something to stop this. I mean, when he says this, he's talking about a crazy conspiracy theory. And that's what got him to ruin his life, to basically put himself in jail, possibly for the rest of his life, and get us to a point where in this nation we're like, this was the third assassination attempt on our president. And then most of the cabinet is there. It's just so dangerous. And so the conspiracy theory angle is really getting to be very concerning to me. And people who are smarter and know better are doing it for their own clicks. To me, that is so disgusting.
It's totally irresponsible.
Same with Erica Kirk, for example. Like when they went after Erica Kirk for all of that craziness, it was just so upsetting.
Her assassin said that Charlie Kirk, some people can't be talked to. I have to take action.
Right. It's crazy. And look, you see conspiracy theories on both sides, absolutely. But Jessica, I assume you don't agree. I know you don't with Rosie O'Donnell and Joy Reid. And it leads to things like this. Manhattan Institute, I saw it right before I came down here. We found that 46% of today's Democratic coalition believe the assassination attempt against Trump in July 2024 was orchestrated by his supporters to increase sympathy.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.